Well, as well as the economic and political chaos, the British vote to leave the EU is also prompting a rise in racism. British police have reported a big increase in the number of racial hate crimes in the wake of last week's referendum, as Anne Barker reports.
Ravenscourt Park in southwest London was one of the most pro-European areas to vote in Thursday's referendum. 70% of voters there want Britain to stay in the European Union. So it came as a shock when staff at a Polish centre in the area arrived to find obscene graffiti on its walls telling Poles to get out. The centre's chair, Joanna Mludzinska, says she's seen nothing like it.
I mean, the words were simply get out in rudest terms. You have to think that's what it was, otherwise why would somebody come specially to the Polish centre?
Poles make up one of the biggest ethnic minority groups in Britain. Around 800,000 people in the UK were born in Poland. Most emigrated to Britain after Poland joined the EU in 2004. And one woman, Joanna Sieszanowska, says many in the Polish community are now frightened.
They basically never have ever encountered anything like that, not in this area, not in London. I lived here for many, many years and I've never encountered any racists in this country. This is something quite shocking, really.
Britain's National Police Chiefs Council has seen a 57% increase in hate crimes reported to an online site in the days after the Brexit vote. Many are from people who say they've never experienced race hate before. Britain's Muslim Council says the referendum has unleashed a Pandora's box of bigotry and Islamophobia that has emboldened many with anti-immigrant views. London's new Muslim mayor is Sadiq Khan.
It's given people the impression that it's okay to blame the other for the problems you're experiencing. If you can't get to see your doctor, if you can't get the job you deserve or can't get a housing you think you're entitled to, you blame the other. And what I'm clear about is we're going to have zero tolerance towards that.
Britain's Prime Minister David Cameron says he's spoken to the Polish Prime Minister and reassured her his government is doing all it can to protect Polish citizens in the UK. And in Parliament, he reassured the broader European-born community of their ongoing rights in Britain.
Mr. Speaker, we can reassure European citizens living here and Brits living in European countries that there'll be no immediate changes in their circumstances. Neither will there be any initial change in the way our people can travel, in the way our goods can move, or the way our services can be sold.
But there can be no reassurance such hate crimes won't continue or even increase in the wake of last week's vote. And many Britons who voted to leave the EU are making no secret of their attitude to immigrants.
Well, we're just fed up of being told what we can do and what we can't do.
It's just like it didn't seem to be safe anymore. It was always like a really close-knit community, but now too many gangs of Eastern Europeans going around.
It's all about immigration, right? It's not about trade or Europe or anything like that. It's all about immigration. It's to stop the Muslims from coming into this country.
Foreigners, get them out, kick them all out. And that's all I've got to say, actually.
One analyst, Desmond Deenan, Professor of Public Policy at George Mason University in Virginia, says the rise in hate crimes shouldn't surprise anyone.
Inevitably, ugly issues like this come to the fore at a time like this. It's not peculiar to the UK. These sentiments are prevalent throughout the continent of Europe and indeed in the United States as well.
That's Professor Desmond Deenan from George Mason University, ending that report by Anne Barker.